it's still the conversation, and just before we came on, Joy was claiming Ikorodu.
Yeah.
Joy, how are you?
Ikorodu Abia.
Ikorodu Abia.
That's true.
Yes, no. You haven't gone to that place before.
Yes.
It's on the map.
Okay.
You take us there.
Okay, during the course of the program, you tell us where your place is in Ikorodu. It's still the conversation, and of course the Lagos segment. Today we focus on one of the historic and rapidly developing divisions of Lagos State, Ikorodu. Ikorodu Oga. I love that part because they say there's no omodo in Ikorodu.
Little Salaru.
Salaru. No servants, nothing. Yeah. Anyway, we'll find out why they keep saying that. Ikorodu. And there's another one.
Shali
That means they love women. It's not. I didn't say that.
Not really they love women. They take care of women.
They take care of their women.
They value their women.
Okay, today our special guest is a prominent son of this great community, a man whose life and work have greatly impacted Ikorodu's growth and visibility. We'll be diving into his early experiences, discussing the evolution of Ikorodu and exploring its rich cultural and tourism potential. Please join me in welcoming Chief Rotimi Erugbobo, Chairman, Ikorodu Oga Development Association, as we focus on my community today, Ikorodu. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, presenter.
Ikorodu, please, I want you to start with what I said earlier. Ikorodu Oga. Why are you always Oga?
Ikorodu Oga, Ilutio Salaru. You know, Ikorodu, we are proud people. We are proud of our heritage. We are proud of our culture. And we are hardworking people. And truth be told, when you see Lagos, the development of Lagos Island itself, you know, you see most people, most traders there are from Ikorodu and the Oro people. So, and we like Faji.
Like
you know,
Faji.
we make money and we spend the money.
These are the people I should be associating myself with. These are the people I should be associating.
That's why I said I'm from
But you
Ikorodu.
must make the money, then you spend it as well. That's why you see we always party.
No dull party. No dull moments.
No dull moments.
These are my people.
Joy always.
And that's your name, Joy always.
You see?
I noticed that in Ikorodu, the dialect, the Yoruba dialect is Ijebu.
Ijebu.
Why?
Yeah.
How come?
You see, the Ijebu, the Ikorodu people emigrate from Shagam, some part of Ogun State. And you know, Ogun also speak Yoruba. I mean, they speak Ijebu. So, people from Remo, Idowa, and the surrounding town of Ikorodu are all Ijebu people. So Ijebu is the local diet of Ikorodu people.
Okay.
It's now that we have mixture, modernization, and a lot of others speak the Ijebu again, you know. But Ijebu is still prominent there among the older people.
You said something while you were answering her question that you are proud of your culture in Ikorodu. So I want you to talk about some of the cultural practices that you still have prevalent today, even with civilization.
You see, yeah, even with civilization, I want to say I thank God for the way we are in Ikorodu. Among the 5 divisions of Lagos State, Ikorodu is still intact. The Ikorodu division is still intact. The culture is still intact. It has not been broken, honestly speaking. And we have various cultural heritage in Ikorodu, starting from our food, starting from our music, going through...
You have a peculiar music?
Yeah.
Okay. You sing for us.
I'm going to... I'll dance for you. Don't worry.
You see.
Don't worry, I'll do that. Then we have several cultural activities that accumulate into festival, you know, at every point in time in Ikorodu. We have the ABB Festival, we have the Oro Festival, we have the Agemo Festival, you know, all of that. And if you see, as the chairman of the Ikorodu Oga Development Association, we have 8 days of cultural celebration in Ikorodu. 8 days, starting from, say, from 9th in November to 16, 1 full week. And so we celebrate our festival. So all our cultural heritage in Ikorodu are still intact, and there are, there are some of the things that form our tourism potentials in this part of Lagos.
Okay, sorry, Adibimpe. Let me also, since we are still talking about culture, so culture and tourism go hand in hand. So this morning we read on our news point that the Lagos state government is partnering with the French government to develop a cultural hub in Ikorodu. I want to pick, have you heard about this?
Yes, I just read it in the news this morning.
All right, so.
But I'm moving to look into it as well, because that's our area of coverage, and see how we can run with it. And I'm sure.
So when you saw this, what came to your mind?
But I felt we are at the center stage of the world, and we are beginning to come. Our cultural heritage is becoming more prominent, and there are things, some of the visitors that have been to Ikorodu must have seen, which we too have tried to develop. You understand? To me, it's a welcome idea. If you can look at it, like what happened in Brazil, you see a lot of Nigerian culture in Brazil. So if the French are coming up now, and Ikorodu is one of their pointer area, it's a welcome idea. We'll run with it.
Okay, let's look at Ikorodu now. Ikorodu has grown significantly over the years. How would you compare Ikorodu back then and then now?
That's a very good question. Back then, Ikorodu had been a very big division. And I will tell you, traditionally, they have their own administrative arrangement. Like Ikorodu then was, and still reflect now, was divided into 3 administrative regions for conveniences. You have Isele, Ijomu, and Aga. Then you have some other smaller division, the Ituns. The Ituns is about 25 that are subsumed under these 3 these 3 divisions. Okay. And they ensure that these 3 divisions have representative with the Ushugbo. The Ushugbos are the highest administrative body in the land. So you can see the setup there, politically and administratively. And what we have now, and even then, the area was like, was not as big as what we have now. We have around Itumoja, Aga, Ijomu, Agbala area, but now it has exploded to a very big area covering up to even the north and south and west of Ikorodu. They are all jammed together now, and that's why you see about 6 LCD was created out of Ikorodu. 5 LCD were created out of Ikorodu. That's to show you how big it is. And then, we used to have 1 road to Ikorodu. That's when we have this big traffic. When you are going to Ikorodu there, you may spend the whole day before you get down there. But now, see what we have now. We have BRT.
What was the axis then? The one you're talking about? Is there just 1 road?
That's 1 road from K2 to Ikorodu. After Ikorodu Road, Ikorodu Road have 6 lanes. Then K2 to Ikorodu is just 2 lanes. 1 going and 1 coming. Those are the days when we have the Bolekajas, when we have the baddies. But even then, at that time, we were developed. We were developed because, you see, the transport services of Iyalai, that's Oshino, Benson Transport, Owolowo Transport. There are things we are talking about BRT today. When you are talking, you could do then and now. It was owned by individuals, private individuals, without government support or bank support. And if you see then, we also started the waterways from Ikorodu to Ebute-Ero. That what we have with the Lagos State waterways now, ferry services now. You understand? You can see the way the thing interwoven. So we've been there before now. But now, development that we have now is massive. I know the road network is good, and
what about that traffic before you get to that main roundabout?
The traffic for that main roundabout will soon be things of the past. because the road is widened now.
I've always known Ikorodu for that.
You know, Ikorodu will be like that. It shows Ikorodu is developing. It shows people are coming in Ikorodu from the neighboring town, from Lagos, from Ijebu-Ode, and the rest of areas around the Axis. You know, when you see a town growing, you see people coming in to settle there. You know, that's why you have that traffic in the area. But I think it will soon be over. And I'm even sure that, you know, around that area, the area you mentioned, I read something of what Lamata was intending to do, this Sky Mall, where most of the traders that are part of this traffic will be moved to such mall, you know. So it will be things of the past.
Okay.
You know, Ikorodu is a city now. Then we're a town, but now we're a city.
Historical city. That's how it is referred to.
No, that then. But now, because truth be told, Ikorodu is the second largest city in Lagos State after Lagos, and the third in Southwest Nigeria, and the 12th largest city in the entire country. So you can see Ikorodu then and now, where we were then and where we are now.
Okay, so let's talk about you. You're growing up.
Yeah.
So tell us, how was it like growing up in Ikorodu?
Yes, my growing up, very interesting. I was born and bred there. Later I moved into Lagos. My parents moved into Lagos because, like I told you, Ikorodu will develop Lagos Island. They need the shackle for us because we are contented with our place. That's why we don't residue Lagos with them. You understand? High school at St. Patrick Catholic School, Idumagbo, we Ojuku School. We live on the same street at Okoya. The father was living at number 1 Okoya Street. My grandparents living at number 11. So I grew up there. You understand? Later transferred back to Ikorodu to finish my elementary school. Then,
which school was that?
That's Muslim A primary school. That's my, you know, it's still there till today. And it was a communal living. You know, your parents know the teachers know your parents.
Exactly.
You know, that kind of a thing. We trek to school, we go to farm, we have gardens and all of that. And we know ourselves. You know, when you talk about birthday in those days, it's Ayamokekeke. It's not this one that we have this kind of, you know, only one fowl will be killed in your house, and you have almost 20 children.
Will eat.
And the worst part of it is only the head and neck and leg they will give us, you know that kind of a thing. So it was an interesting thing. After my primary schools, I left to Cross River State, Ogoja, precisely for my secondary school. Yeah, from there I came back to University of Ibadan. Then I came back to Lagos. After my service, I came back to Lagos. I was employed into the Lagos State Local Government Service Commission. In 2015, I was deployed to the mainstream of the Lagos State. Alausa here. I've worked in Ministry of Commerce and Industry. That's where I retired, to be precise. And as the chairman of the Ikorodu Oga Development Association, I've been, you know, leading with these activities of developing the town, bringing the people together in our own little way, organizing culture, organizing programs for the people, you know, doing interventions for schools. Sometimes we do intervention for less privileged, even in areas of their health. I can tell you for free that we have done, in my 3 years in office, or more than 3 years in office, I must have done eye surgery for over 200 citizens of that country free of charge. And even in schools, yesterday I was in some schools with some clubs to give writing materials and uniform to pupils of some primary schools. We did that last week, this week, and we'll continue to do that. Even we try to refurbish some schools. Not us, but associations, you know. It's not like you that have budget. We don't have budget. We have people, we have programs, and we have people who support us. We also try to raise our people, the community members, you know, to give scholarship to the less privileged. in tertiary institution, and I can say we have about 120 students that are benefiting from that.
Chief,
okay.
we will have to.
Yeah.
We will have to hold your thoughts there, because that is somehow promoting your work. And if you are going to do that, you will pay, sir. You will pay. You will pay.
I'm still
interested in your growing up. So, were you mischievous while growing up?
While growing up? Really, while we're growing up, you can't be mischievous. You will find out. You really can't do that. You know, we're all together. Your mischievousness, I can't remember that we can do. We have opportunity. We're not holier than that. We're just free, and you know, everybody knows everybody. I don't want to hurt Joy. Joy don't want to hurt me. And if I do, she's going to talk to me about it. You know, report me to somebody. Somebody's reporting somebody to somebody. It's
communal living.
So, yeah, it's a communal living. So there's no hidden place for anybody to do such things. You know, so we're just there.
Okay, still talking about
no place to hide.
Still talking about communal living. Earlier you spoke about, you know, someone having a birthday, someone celebrating the birthday, and everybody will come together, you know, to eat. How has that type of living, you know, shaped you to what you are today?
You see, the truth of it is, I can tell you, that's the reason why some of us coming from that understanding are able to give freely. We live that life of compassion. You know, when there's need, you want to give. It's people first, not you. You try to meet people's need first. You abandon your own, you meet their need first. And that's why, you know, you like I said, you can call people together and believe that they will answer you, and truly they will answer you. We still, some of us that I know still eat rice with their hand. You know, in these days of cutlery, they believe you should. You know, in those days it's with our hand. You know, they'll put the rice in one big tray, and everybody, you know, that kind of a thing. You see? So it's really shaped us. It's really shaped us. We can selfless service, because then we don't know where the food is coming from. We just feel secured. You know? We feel secured. The the kinship was very pronounced in those days. You know? Across the road, people will just call, and your parents know where you are.
Exactly.
And in that home, yes, when it's time for you to go home, they tell you go home.
Go home.
You know? You have nowhere to run to. The moment you air outside, before you get back home, somebody have told them at home that this is what you did when you were outside. And you'll be wondering, how did the news get here before me? It will get there. So everybody take care of us. And that's what we imbibe, that we feel the need to take care of everybody, not only our family.
I think I'm going to digress a bit. I'm still talking about this communal living, and it has shaped you to who you are today. You know, a prominent son who's always helping and rendering service to the people. Today we have our so-called Gen Z's youth, and we don't seem to have that type of, we don't see this type of, you know, behavior or feelings in them. How would you say, or would you say that, you know, it is a problem of the background of the family, or what has, you know, made everything change today?
Yeah, you see, the world is a global village, and a lot of the Gen Z that you call them are open to wide information on the internet. They are connected to the world. So our own background has been polluted, particularly when this industrialization, you know, overtook everything that we do here. We barely have time for them. That is one of the reasons. We barely have time for them. Even when we have time for them, their discussion does not tally with our discussion, because when we are not there, they are with the rest of the world, and what they bring in, when you are saying A, they look at you, you are by. Is that what we are saying? You understand? And particularly when you realize that they just listen to you because you are hard. You understand? So they don't come to you to ask questions, you know. But the truth of it is, we have lost the kinship. We have really lost it. And we are the architect of our woes.
Exactly.
How? Because our parents were hard.
Exactly.
They were not like what we are doing right now. They were hard. No matter what. They were hard. They ensured you get this thing into your skull. But now we want to pet them. This is the age. What age? What stupid age? You see, at the end of the day, when they pull all these taunts, they still come back to you. They still come back. I used to tell them, I said, look, there is a missing link between you and us. We need to close the gap. Everything you think you are doing now, they are counterfeit of the original. We have done them before. Right? You are modifying it, or the world is modifying it. Let us come together and bridge the gap. There's nothing on earth now that is not, that has not been done before. Even this building, there was building here before. You understand? So when we were using mud houses, it was bulletproof. Now that you are using, they call it brick. It's not brick, it's sand that you have now. Put a sledgehammer on it, you are inside the house. Is that not a counterfeit? So I believe we need to come closer to them. We are beginning to accept failure. And we are thinking that we should leave them to their fate. No, it will bounce back to us. No matter the formula they have, they still come to you to finance it. They're still under your roof. Tell them if they feel they're big enough, let them get out of the house and pay their own rent. They can't. So they still need us. We still need to come together. And we can only do that with love and understanding. Let them hear your own point of view. Let them practice it and see that it works. And you too must learn from them. They have so much that we need to learn from. A lot of us carry iPhone and all of that. How many of the functions in the iPhone can you punch on? Than listen to call and look at Facebook and WhatsApp. This is where
Facebook is for old people.
Everybody
you say Facebook first.
You understand?
For old people.
You understand? So and a lot on that machine. It's a machine, is the world to them. We need to know, we need to come together. By that we can salvage it. It's not enough to say it's Gen Z. They don't gen anything. We should come together and work together. We'll learn from them, they will learn from us.
All right, I do
and
hope
we'll make our family a better home.
I do hope that we'll get a better society. I want us to go back. You said something that you have your own music peculiar to Ikorodu people, and I said you're going to sing for us.
He said you will dance too.
You will dance.
He said it to not us.
You see,
he said it.
You see why I will not dance to it?
Are you will dance, sir?
because it's Apepe music.
We will play
That's peculiar to Ikorodu.
Maybe Apepe is...
No, you can't use your hand though. They use stick.
But at least you can sing. So tell us about your music, and then you sing for us one of your favorites.
Ikorodu have their own music. They have oral music. In most cases, it is this Apepe, it is this bamboo, old bamboo that they use to produce the sound, and they produce, music that is peculiar to Ikorodu people. And coming to the high life music, we used to have one of our late musicians that his music is very original and peculiar to Ikorodu people, because it's in the Ijebu dialect as well. And I think we enjoy other old music like Apala Sakara and the rest of it, peculiar to Yoruba people along Ijebu, Abeokuta. Because when it comes to Ikorodu, you have some people that are from Abeokuta, that migrated from Abeokuta. The people from Idonri, the people from...
Idonri?
Yes.
As far back, as far
people,
as far as Ondo
State.
State. Okay.
You understand? So that's what you have, and they come all along with their own music as well, and Sakara as well.
There's a fusion of different cultures. Yes.
Ikorodu is a mini Lagos.
Okay, you have said that like.
What
your music? I want you to sing for us.
Okay. So sing for us.
Okay, when one comes, let's go on.
When you think of what?
When he comes.
Okay. We'll be reminding you.
Okay, what's the staple food in Ikorodu? Because since you have a fusion of Ijebu, Shagamu...
Ijebu have various
Is
food.
it Eba?
No, not really Eba. Ikokore is one of our
Kokore.
staple food.
Okay.
Akaroka is one of our staple food. But this one, Akaroka.
Akara. I know Akara. Oka.
They use maize to do
maize.
Oka
is maize.
They fry it with beans, you know. And
is it like a kuru?
No, not a kuru. They fry it like a
It's different from a kuru.
It's different.
Who even told you about it?
They fry it with oil.
Okay.
They put big back, you know, and they use beans to do it. You know, in those days we used to have akaragusi also. You know, akaragusi, yes. And that's what
melon seed.
Yes. We also have
bread.
that.
When you put it at the center of the bread and put small oil in it, oh my God, you know, that's our burger those days, not the shawarma that we have and pizza. That, you know, pizza is about 8,000 now. Can you imagine the smallest one?
And the akaragusi is
but we're trying as much as possible to ensure that we, like you said about the Gen Z, we are trying as much as possible to revive those things into our children, starting from secondary
school. Because how many of them know about these things?
We are doing it. We do it annually. We do competitions about it to ensure that they learn it. You know, when you put anything in competition, these children will learn.
Okay.
You know, they want to be stars.
Let's talk about royalty. This morning, when you read that story, that the Commissioner of Tourism met with the Obas and elders.
Obas.
When I said 6 Obas, I was like, okay, so aside Ayobure of Ikorodu, we have other Obas. I'd like you to let's talk about the royalty hierarchy in Ikorodu.
Okay. You see, Ikorodu division generally, we have, for now at least, we have almost 8 or 9 Obas now. You know, but in the division, the Ayambura of Ikorodu is the paramount ruler. You must have at least a leader. You know, Shutubi, His Royal Majesty Adewale Shutubi is the paramount ruler of the Ikorodu division Obas.
That is one vibrant Oba I know in Lagos.
Thank you for saying that.
He is.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. We also have other division Obas, like you have Imota. There are surrounding towns, you know, in Ikorodu. You have the Ranodo of Imota there. Igbobo is one of the big town surrounding Ikorodu as well. Yes, Igbobo. You have Orimagigun of Igbobo there as an Oba. You have Sekumade. That is along the what is it called, the Pagodo area. You have Olubeshi there, you know. So you have about 8 or 9 of them. We have just 2 new ones that have just joined now. But the paramount ruler there is the Ayambura of Ikorodu, and the beauty of it, Ikorodu traditional rulers are so wonderful. They act as one. They speak with one voice. They emphasize one voice. They come together in unity. And they see us, the subject, as their subject. Do you understand? That I'm not from Igbobo does not mean that the paramount, the ruler of that town sees me as somebody from another town or another city. He sees me as his subject. So those are the beauty of Ikorodu. And the moment there's a decision to be taken, the paramount ruler will call for meetings of all the others. Where should we go? Even if something is coming to Ikorodu, and if we ask them, do you have space in your area that we can plug this thing in? So be it. If you have, at least I've witnessed one. We are at the ceremony, and one of our sons, you know, in Abuja, talk about bringing something down to Ikorodu. The Kabezi rose from his seat, went across the dais and asked the other Obas, this is what is coming. Talonile is coming. You won't call. You understand that kind of thing, that kind of a number. He's not saying that, no, it's my own. The development of Ikorodu division is for all of us. And all of us, sons and daughters of Ikorodu, we want to speak as one. You understand? We want to speak as one. Only I or Mejo, Lonje Junior. And I think the time is now for us to imbibe the voice of our real fathers and speak as one for Ikorodu division.
Okay. So, as a prominent son, do you have a question?
No, just wanted to ask him if he has thought about the song he wants to sing.
You mean this song, John? Hey.
Go ahead.
Okay, looking ahead and as a prominent son of Ikorodu, in the next 15 to 20 years, where do you see Ikorodu in terms of development?
Come again, please.
I said, as a prominent son of Ikorodu, in the next 15 to 20 years, where do you see Ikorodu in terms of development?
Ikorodu develops every day, every hour, every second. In the next 15 years, Ikorodu will have must have overtaken a lot of cities that I said is the second largest city in Lagos. If you see Ikorodu now in terms of tourism, we are there. And there are many, many tourist attractions that we have in Ikorodu. Ikorodu terminus port is there. And you see a lot of people are coming into. Those are things that makes it, a city to develop.
Yeah.
Whether we like it or not, in the next 15 years, we will not be part of Lagos State. We must have become a state of our own. That's the truth. No, that's the truth.
You see this Ikorodu people.
Ikorodu Oga.
This their Oga. How can
It's-
Ikorodu be a state again?
It's long overdue. We know that. In terms of population,
Are we going to put you with Ijebu State?
No. The truth be told, the economy of Ikorodu is bigger than the economy of 2 states in southwest Nigeria. That is the truth. Let them check it. I don't want to mention the state so that we don't come with argument. I don't want people to come after me. But I know the state. 2 states put together in southwest. Their economy is not as big as Ikorodu. And that's the truth. It's home to so many people. And with the development of road network and all of that we have in Ikorodu today, many companies are coming into Ikorodu. You know, the largest industrial settlement in Lagos is in Ikorodu. I hope you know that. Even LTV8, you cannot broadcast properly if your station is not in Ikorodu. No, what I'm saying. Even the Voice of Nigeria,
And so many others. Hey, I wanted to say that.
So in the next 15 years,
you might even see
don't be surprised
an
we are
airport.
moved. No, airport.
No.
No, we'll leave that to Ekpa is our brother city. Okay. So we'll leave that to them. We can share the airport, no problem.
Okay, which is the cultural festival in Ikorodu that you never want to miss or you never miss?
I don't miss anyone because I coordinate almost all at a point. During our festival.
What are those festivals?
You have ABB Festival. That's a Game of Festival.
Is that the one women cannot attend?
Women can attend this one.
Eh?
Women can attend this one.
Yes.
Okay.
Then the one women cannot attend is Oro. Oro and Liwe.
Okay.
And it happens twice in a year.
Okay.
Just twice in a year. Those are the ones you cannot attend. And various festivals that you have.
And your Ikorodu Ogade.
Ikorodu Ogade. LTV is always there.
I know.
If you see, I think that's the guy we used how many years ago? 3 years ago. That attire you are putting on. Yes. We'll soon launch this year. Yes, every year. We at least if you have people.
Abibola is asking you something.
I'm asking that I hope that the presenters will get our own account.
Yes.
The new one, don't worry, the new one. Once we launch it,
Okay.
We have over 15,000 people buying the Ankara and over 30,000 people attending that ceremony.
When is it?
Annually. It's coming up on this year on 9th November to 16th November, But as soon as we launch the Ankara in the next few days, I'll get your own to your station. I promise you that.
Okay.
Do we have to go? I want to continue this.
Don't go.
No. You can't. Thank you so much. much. Thank you very much for joining us today. We've had, an enriching and insightful conversation. We hope when we call you, even next week, you will come.
I'll come.
Because you see how you are owing us so many things. You are owing us a song and you are owing us the dance.
I know the song. No, I'll practice before I come.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Ifrotimi Erugbogbo, Chairman, Ikorodu Oga Development Association, and we've been focusing on Ikorodu, on my community. We'll go on another short break. When we come back, the conversation continues. But Oga Erugbogbo will not be here.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.